And I will be your MC today. We would like to offer our sincere gratitude to everyone present here for taking time out of your day to attend this session. Without further ado, I would like to invite Mr. Hasram Radley on stage for his presentation on the topic Contactless Biometrics in the Era of COVID-19.
CYDES. Thank you, MKN. Uh, thank you, everybody. First of all, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and very good morning to everybody. Thank you for having me here today. I would like to thanks the organizer for giving me this opportunity to present about contactless biometric in the era of COVID-19. I hope everybody can hear me clearly. This presentation is basically talking about our iris recognition solutions via Iris ID, which is formerly of LG Iris, LG from Korea, as we know it. Okay, so I will start my presentation. First of all, I know that this is CYDES is a cybersecurity event, but we are more about physical security. But bear with me. Physical security is as much important as your cyber security, because without the physical, you won't have your cyber. Okay, so first of all, I would to introduce my company. We are Iris ID systems. I know people from Malaysia might quite familiar with the name of Iris. We have Iris Corp in Malaysia, but we are a different Iris. We are from the USA. Originally, we are LG Iris from Korea, but now we are based in the USA, and we have business around the world. And I am the current representative for Malaysia and the Southeast Asian region. Okay, we are basically a technology company focusing on biometrics of iris recognition, and we have been established actually from 2002, and then we also now operate in our HQ, New Jersey, USA, and our factories in Seoul, Korea, and there is a software office in Bangalore, India, and a representative around the world. I guess many of you already know about biometrics, so I won't delve on this anyway. So, like I said in the beginning of the presentation, I'm talking about physical security instead of cyber security. But as you all understand, you will need a place to start, which is your data centers, okay, where all your cyber activities will be hosted. Okay. Anyway, so in the era of COVID-19, okay, before this, people already employ biometrics technology for access control and everything, but due to COVID-19, contact-based technology is no more in use or in favor, because of the touch functions. Okay, so immediately all this entering PIN number using your fingerprints or handprints to enter your premises, stop, and then everybody tried to move to a contactless solution. Okay, naturally, people will move to something that they are quite familiar, which is facial recognition technology. But there are also, of course, iris recognition solution, and also there are a few other techniques such as contactless fingerprints or vein recognition. Okay. In addition to that, you also have people now start using things like QR codes or RFID, to replace the touch that they need to do with the uh, uh, biometrics or the way they enter their premise. Okay, so basically, what's very important to understand is that access control to your premise, especially for example your data center or your secure facilities, is very very important, as much important as all those cyber threats that you are facing nowadays. Okay, if you notice, there's quite a few cases that's happening. For example, there was a recent story about a data center of the local government office that had been breached, where people are installing scanners or devices to spy on them or to tap into their system. So this cannot be done without a physical access to it. So that's why it's very important also to secure the physical access to your premises. I will show this also because one of our biggest customer is one of the biggest data center in the world. You will see later. Okay, so just a quick brief on iris recognition solution. Why it is very important? Because today this is the most accurate biometric technology in the world, other than DNA. But even sometimes it's better than DNA because, for example, DNA for a twin, especially. Uh, uh, for twins from the same eggs are exactly the same. Okay, but iris is totally different from the other person, and it's stable from the age of 1 until you die. Okay, so and even your left and right eyes, are different. Okay, just before we go on, just want to people to understand that the iris is your the color of your eye. Okay, it's not your retina. Okay, there are a lot of conflicting even people misunderstood between iris and the retina technology. Both are different technology and both are using different parts of the eye for their verification method. Okay, so iris is the one in front of your eyes, which is basically is what represents the color of your eyes, and then the retina is at the back of the eye, which is normally people use the pattern of the veins and the retina to produce identification. But iris recognition use the pattern of the iris for this. Okay, so we take that iris patterns and encode it into a template, and this is a very small template, so we can store it in a large database, and this is used for your identification. Okay, if you have any questions on iris technology, just let me know. But why is also very important nowadays is because it works where other biometrics don't work. Okay, as you all know, due to COVID-19, all these people are wearing PPEs, all these suits, all these goggles, all these face shields and everything, and of course, they are they cannot be used if you are using a facial recognition technology, and also anything with your fingers, will be protected by glove, so you cannot use your fingers for identification. And also because of course some other limitations, like I said, okay, facial recognition is less accurate, and then you have people who don't have their biometrics, like they have no hands, or their hands is not accessible for whatever reason, like all the bandages and uh, uh, diseases or handicaps. So that's why iris now is the choice, to fill in into all these areas where all these other biometrics cannot work. Okay, I'll show you some example later, but the other thing is that I know that a lot of people now using or moving to facial recognition technology, but uh, facial recognition, as you all know, still does not work properly with mask. Anyway, based because you need all the facial features, then if you cover it with mask, then we will not have the facial features that's required. So the accuracy will be much lesser, and in fact this has been studied by National Institute of Technology in the US, so that the accuracy can decrease up to 50%, if people start using mask with their facial recognition technology. Okay, so again about our company, okay, we work in all areas, okay, from identification, access control, time attendance, and also any kind of radio frequency ID types. Okay, we did a lot of national large scale projects, passport system, border control, and also a lot of other smaller and big time attendance or access control solution. So we cover all the markets that requires this, from government and public institution all the way to small private sectors, and even non-governmental agencies. We are present throughout the world. Anyway, I just want to show that some of the cases that we have done. Okay, uh, what we want to categorize here is where iris recognition is used in the cleanest or dirtiest or most challenging or most demanding environment, and we have customers around the world to show that we can fulfill all these requirements. Where all other biometrics cannot perform. Okay, we have places like the cleanest places on Earth, something like at CDC, you all know because of COVID, Center for Disease Control in the US, in their laboratories, they are using our iris recognition technology, all the way to the dirtiest environments like a cement factory or mines or a farm uh, around the world, and also all the most demanding or higher security environment is where you guys are mostly looking at today. We protect the Pentagon, the NSC in the US, okay, and some very nice reference. We protect the Google data center everywhere around the world. So all Google data center in the world is using our iris recognition technology as their access control device. You can even Google it on YouTube, and you Google for the video itself, and then we show our device perform as part of the Google data center protection. Okay, we did also for Apple, and recently also we started doing it for Microsoft. So this is why I said it's very important to secure your data center, not only from the cyber attacks but also from a physical attack. Okay, and we also did a lot of projects with highest throughput. Okay, one of the biggest one is the database for the Indian population called Aadhaar, which is already now at 1.2 billion populations. They registered with their iris and also other biometrics, but iris is the one that mostly used to enable the system. Okay, and then we also did a lot of work with time attendance solution for big agencies and also big companies. Anyway, so I'm not just going to show the product. I'm just going to go quickly about the our use cases. You guys can see in the video that I'm showing. Okay, this little video here. Okay, this is where iris recognition is outperforming everything else, especially in this era of COVID-19. Okay, this is a laboratory in Japan where they entered their lab, using full PPE with hand inside the glove, and if you notice, the guy also is using a face shield inside it. He got the goggles and or his own spectacles, his own glasses. So he don't even need to touch anything to enter the lab. Okay, so like I mentioned, due to COVID-19, in fact, we have been doing a number of COVID-19 specific labs just because of this. Okay, so that's the beauty of iris recognition technology that no other biometrics can produce. The other video also show the same thing, people in PPEs. Okay, so this is where it relates mostly to you guys in data center security. Okay, this is a short video. You can see this is from Google itself. You can find this Google video in YouTube. This is one of our device. They're using the iris recognition to register uh, for this one. This is a reporter that they were showing off the security technology. This is a very interesting video. If you go and find it in the YouTube about about Google security, and we are proud to be part of it. And all Google data center around the world is using our solution for this. And to be frank, why Google choose us? First of all, because they tested so many other technology, and they have certified that ours are the best. And for it to be accepted by Google, they went and tried to hack it themselves. This is the mission impossible level of testing, to ensure the security of their data centers. So Apple also is using our technology, our device similar to Google to protect their data centers. And recently, Microsoft themselves have also started after successful trial with us to start implementing our iris recognition device in their data center. So all the big ones are using our solution for this. Just another example, like I said, is in the difficult environment. We have a fruit farm in Turkey, one of the biggest producer in the Europe. They are using this for their time attendance, specifically designed booth for the workers to register themselves. This is in cement factory in Congo. In Africa, this is a big group in Africa, based in Nigeria, called Dangote, that have cement factories and many other facilities around Africa. And naturally, they have to use iris recognition technology because people are working in the cement factories. Their hands, are always difficult to use fingerprint technology, and they always also come to work with facial covering like masks and all this because of the environment. Anyway, so apart from that, of course, we also did a lot of things for border control. This is one of the new gates in Schiphol Airport. Okay, uh, some of the another very secure facility. This is CERN. You all know about it. Uh, and this is our device being used at CERN to protect the facilities, which is called, all these high security or uh, essential facilities, especially for big research institution or for government agencies. This is another example. This is used for a simpler one as just access control for health club and gym. Another one is for kind of registered traveler program in the US called Clear, which they use it for airport, entering stadiums and other locations. So this using our technology. Anyway, so to cut it short, we have a full range of products, to do all the requirements for access control, time attendance, or any kind of IDs or identifications. We have a range of product that can be used. Okay. Uh, in most cases, we have also some uh, new developed products that we can introduce to you. Uh, what I want to show, and you can see in our booth also some other new product. What I want to show is this ICAM 7, which is the one that's similarly used by Google. Their data centers, okay, for securing their data centers, is a very popular device, and it's also been integrated into many type of access control solution. Uh, As you can see, also we got some features that's not available at with other people. Got the tilt control, so it can be installed in many type of environment. Okay, this is just the range of it. Okay, and can have the very basic one or all the way to the highest level with cards. So we can integrate into any kind of existing access control solution, and you can immediately improve your data center access control, especially with our device, without having to take out everything. Uh, and also come with software to manage all the device. Even if you have big scale installations and you have many device, you can link up to 250 device in one campus, and manage it from a central system. And even the database you can update immediately. Okay. No, it's just another way. We also have a few type of the devices that can be used to enroll, especially if you have a big organization that you need to enroll these people iris before you put it into database, either for access control, for ID cards, all this. We have devices that can do that. Also, we have mobile devices in case if you really need it for mobile identifications, all this. Uh, just need to rush quickly because we have limited time for this. But please visit our book. Just want to show this is one of our latest device called IT100. Uh, this device is just launched late last year, and it's an Android-based device. Okay, I know some of you don't like Android-based device because Android is not secure enough, but this is actually targeted more for time and attendance, not for access control, and it's a lower price point. But of course, it still can be used as an access control device. Okay, this is one of the popular product right now for people to upgrade their time attendance and access control solution. So what we propose for customers is to evaluate their current system and consider using, instead of just buying another facial recognition device, which is very cheap nowadays in the market, but without considering all the factors, especially in terms of the security and also of the accuracy. We have a competing device that's very much at the same price point, and in fact offer much better security and accuracy to secure all those premises that require high security, especially that you guys are involved in. Anyway, uh, okay, I'll give some time for question and answers. Okay, uh, we are at the booth is at level 4 in this exhibition. Okay, we have been in the industry for a long time, and we have provide solutions for, as you can see, all the big names customer around the world. Okay, and like I mentioned just recently, Microsoft already also adopted our iris recognition technology to secure their data centers, and I believe a lot of you guys here, which is involved in the cybersecurity, also involved in providing solutions or even have your own data centers that you need to protect. Okay, so we are here with our partners and our vendors that can help you out with iris recognition uh, technology. Okay, and if you have any questions or anything, you can raise it here, or you can come to the booth and ask me there directly. You can find my contact there. Um, so I checked it. Is there anything that any question from the audience right now? Okay, I don't see any questions from the chat. Okay, anybody want to raise their hand and ask anything? Okay, so anyway, yeah, I just rush it through because I was thinking if there's anything that anybody wanted to ask about. But like I mentioned just now, okay, the physical security of your system is also very much important as your cyber security. I know this is cyber security event, but if you didn't protect your facilities properly and all this, it leaves you. I mean, even your cyber security protection is useless because if people can penetrate physically your premises and your installation, and it'll be much more dangerous. As you can see, I mean, it's just not in the movie, but it's happened already in many cases in real life that the the intrusion or the breach actually came from inside or from the physical side. Okay, for example, if your people is not fully accounted for using a proper time attendance solution and everything, and then they can come and then go, and you cannot really what you call it, account for all their movements. It also present a threat to your security of your system. Okay, so I believe that it goes hands in hands. Physical security and cyber security that's really needed to protect your solution. So with that, I can end my presentation. If there's no other questions, okay, please do visit our booth, and if we really have any queries and everything, just can chat me in the lounge, or leave me a message or email me, or go and check out our website for this. So I thank you, the organizer, CYDES, MKN, and NAXA for giving me this opportunity to present our solution. And I hope to work with you guys for more times to come. So thank you very much. I give you back to Afika. Thank you.